We can't get to a clean start with these light guys to save our lives. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us again for a recap. We're recapping week 6 right now, and as you can see, I'm here by myself. Andy is out on assignment right now, so this will be a little nice and short and quick, and I'll get us out of here. Light class. Once again, Nick was out front in qualifying with a 20.667. Great time by Nick there, put him at the back for the invert. Noah, who started up with a slightly slower qualifying time, was able to pretty much take the lead, and there was a little infighting in the field. He managed to gap everybody and was able to kind of cruise to that invert victory, which is what he needed to do in the position he was in. In the main, Noah had a perfect start. Brought everybody down at the right speed, allowed him to get away from the field, really pull a little bit of a gap right off the beginning. He was in a kart that wasn't his favorite, but that gap right there allowed him to hold everybody off with a little bit of fighting behind him. Second, third, fourth, couldn't really figure out who was going to go after him, and by the time they got it sorted out, Noah had kind of walked the field. So great week by Noah. It's what he needed. He needed that victory to stay right there in the points and kind of close in on those guys in front of him. And speaking of points, we'll go through this real fast. Heavy, like I said, Jimmy has been walking the field with a total of 781. Jonathan with 743, and Andrew with 715. This does not include their drop week, and the drop week will have a little bit of effect on heavy, but much bigger effect as we go into light. So still looking for somebody to knock Jimmy off. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to catch him for the overall win in the series, but I'd like to see somebody try. Light, this is where it gets tight. Michael Norris with a 759, Nick with a 752, Tyson 741, and right behind them, creeping in with that victory, Noah with 734. The drop week is going to be huge for these guys. Certain guys, Michael and Nick, can maybe afford one little bit of off week to be off the podium. Tyson and Noah probably can't afford that at this point because the drop week that they have now, they need to keep. So they need to be first, second, probably minimum to stay in this. So really going to be interesting going into week 8 on Saturday to see who's really able to get that win, get that podium, and neutralize that drop week right there. So speaking of the final, May 21st, we are having our finals this Saturday morning. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be the best of the best out here. We're going to be putting on a show more than anything for anybody that wants to come out. We have a car show going on at the same time. We'll have all the details posted for that. Really like to see you out here, especially for the finals in light. Like I said, this is going to come down to possibly the last lap, maybe even the last corner of that race to see who's going to take the overall victory. So on that day, we will be running junior, heavy, and light. So if you haven't been out here with us before, great time to come out. Have a car show going on. The finals, you can come out here, run some races. We're going to have some giveaways. It's going to be a great time just for everyone involved. So once again, to wrap it up, I'm Ryan. This is not Andy. And we hope to see you out there tonight for week 7. And then once again on May 21st for our final. Thank you.